Alright there everyone, how's it going? So here are my predictions for the Dustin Poirier versus Dan Hooker card. So let's get into this then. First fight I'll be predicting will be Mike Perry versus Mickey Gall. I'm actually really looking forward to this, to be honest. A load of people are counting Mickey Gall out for some reason. But if you look at a lot of Mike Perry's fights, you know, he isn't really that good in the grappling department like Cowboy made. I'm pretty sure Mike Perry was the one who ended up getting Cowboy on the floor. But then Cowboy just managed to get him in a submission. I think Perry countered one submission, and then Cowboy got him in the second arm. He did one arm bar, and then he got out. He twisted around, I think. Then he locked up the second arm bar, and just Perry had to tap. And I'm not saying Cowboy's jiu-jitsu isn't that good, but Mickey Gall, jiu-jitsu is his main game. You know, he's absolutely amazing at it. Tapped out Sage Northcutt, which, you know, I know Sage Northcutt's a lightweight and he got catapulted quite quickly to the top, but still a decent win. Tapped out George Sullivan with ease. I know he did lose to Randy Brown, I think. Randy Brown just made Mickey Gall look a bit daft. I think, didn't Mickey Gall have a decent first round, but then the other two, Randy Brown won. I can't really remember that fight, it was ages ago. And Mickey Gall got absolutely wrecked by Diego Sanchez, but that was a bad water cut. And I'm pretty sure he won his latest one. Oh, who did he fight? Let me think. Oh, I can't remember it, but I know he won a 3-round decision, and Mickey Gall just made it. You know, he did well. It wasn't like in his... Because I remember his last fight happening, but I can't really remember it that well. Point being, I feel like Mickey Gall will be able to get him down and go for a submission. You know, his stand-up ain't the best. In the Sage Northcutt fight, I remember Sage Northcutt was doing better in the stand-up, but Mickey Gall managed to take him down with ease. I know he landed a weird right hand, which looked a bit like a massive slap, and knocked Sage Northcutt down, and that was the beginning of the end. So I feel like if Mike Perry's getting tapped out by Cowboy, he's not going to do good against an elite grappler like Mickey Gall. I mean, maybe Mike Perry can, you know, land something big on him. In his last fight, he looked alright against Luke, you know. That was a razor close fight, you know. Quite a few people thought Perry won that one. And I know Luke is a half-decent grappler, but Mickey Gall's just a beast with the submission grappling. So I feel like he'll be able to take him down and tap him out, to be honest. That's my opinion. So Mickey Gall, let's say second round submission, rear naked choke. So the next fight I'll be predicting will be Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier. So this fight is just going to be absolute utter fireworks. It's kind of difficult to pick who's going to win, to be honest with you, because both guys are just insanely good, you know. Hooker's fight against Paul Felder was just absolutely amazing, so much fun to watch. Both guys got hit quite a lot and just threw down, really fought hard, mental toughness, just everything. Such a fun, amazing fight to watch. You know, the decision could have gone either way, really. I thought Hooker won, but there you go. I just felt like, even though Felder landed a few bigger shots, you know, Hooker was just a lot more active and a lot more technical, and I just felt like he was a bit better, but hey ho, there you go. They picked Hooker to win, and obviously that's what I think as well, personally, if I had to pick someone. And he's now fighting Dustin Poirier, so, you know, for a lot of Hooker's career, it seemed like he wasn't really doing things right, like fighting at featherweight. And I know there's a few 6'1" featherweights, and obviously he's 6 foot, and I know there's some tall featherweights, but he shouldn't have been fighting at featherweight. He's quite a big lightweight, so, you know, what the hell was he doing water cutting down to featherweight? Absolute utter madness, in my opinion. So yeah, I know Poirier fought at featherweight as well, but obviously there's a big difference between being bloody 6 foot and how tall is Dustin? Like, Dustin's 5'9", and being 5'9" at featherweight, you know, is nothing compared to being 6 foot at featherweight. And both guys are, you know, fairly decent sized. Well, Dustin's a fairly decent sized lightweight, but Hooker seems like a massive lightweight now. He seems massive. But yeah, as I say, I feel like Hooker is doing everything right now in training. You know, obviously moving up a division, that was a right move, and he just seems to be training harder. His head seems more focused. You know, he's always had the mental toughness to him. Always. Like, the amount of kicks he took in the Barbosa fight was just mad. You know, being able to water cut down to you know, 145 pounds. That takes so much mental toughness, man. It is unreal. Just takes so much heart and grit and determination. So you know he's still got the heart, but look at Dustin, man. He's got so much heart as well. You know, fighting Khabib, he nearly tapped him. You know, he just worked so hard in that fight, and he really gave it his all. Against Eddie Alvarez, you know, both times he fought really well. I know the ref took Eddie off him because Eddie did the 12-6 elbow on Dustin's shoulder, but you know, still, pardon me, still quite a good move from him. Well, quite a, you know, it still took guts. He still took a lot of heart. Against Gaethje, he took quite a few leg kicks, and Gaethje landed a bit on him. You know, Dustin, and against Max Holloway, you know, wobbled him quite a few times. Obviously, Dustin did better against Max than Max did against him. That's why Dustin won the fight, you know, the decision. But still, a lot of his fights, he gave a lot of blood, sweat and tears, you know. So just two dudes with a lot of heart, just awesome dudes, cool guys, you know. I do feel like, even though Hooker has got a few knockouts, you know, he's knockout of Vic and he's got some knockouts here and there and all that, you know, like obviously, I think he knocked out James Vic cold, didn't he? The point I'm making is, even though Vic can knock people out, Dustin has gone to decisions and he's knocked people out and his hands are insane. I feel like, and he's got better grappling than Dan Hooker, you know. I feel like Dustin's got so many more ways to win. You know, I was thinking in my head, oh, I want to pick Hooker because massive underdog prediction, you know, yeah, I got it right. No, I'm just going to pick who I think is going to win. And I could, you know, say, you know, I don't want to lie to myself about who I pick at the end of the day, even though, I did want Hooker to win for a while, but then I saw his tweet about that dude who took a fight on 5 days' notice at the most recent fight night. He took a fight on 5 days' notice, and he had to cut all the weight in 5 days, obviously. And he had a good first round, I'm pretty sure, and then he just got absolutely battered in the second one. And Hooker said something like, "Oh, when you come to the UFC and you realise you're made of marshmallows," and I think, it's fine for you to say that and all, but, you know, you have been there and done it, but at the same time, I'm going to respectfully disagree, because that's a pretty harsh thing to say to someone. It's his UFC debut, he's only had 5 professional fights, and, you know, it was on 5 days notice, you know, and I just don't think that's right, really, to kick a man when he's down, you know, like that. I mean, he got absolutely battered in the second round. I didn't actually watch the fight, but I heard a lot about it. Point is, I don't really like people who kick people when they're down, so even though I said earlier that they're both cool guys, Hooker is still a cool guy, but I prefer Dustin to win this one in a lot of ways. He's the better, more respectful dude, and he isn't just throwing cheap shots. I mean, I'm fine with fight promotion, but like kicking someone while they're down, that isn't fight promotion. They're not fighting each other, for goodness sake. It's just absolutely ridiculous, you know. So even though I did want Hooker to win for ages, because I'm a big fan of city kickboxing, a lot of their fighters, and I did, you know, I just wanted, Dustin's already had the title shot, so originally I thought, oh, I want Hooker to win, you know, new person at the top of the division, new matchups, you know, because Dustin's already fought a lot of these people apart from Tony Ferguson, who are in the top 5, you know. So it'd just be cool to see Hooker climb to the top. I don't mind if he wins. At the end of the day, the bet man wins, but now I would prefer Dustin to win. And I didn't change my pick because I wanted Dustin to win. I changed my pick to, oh yeah, Dustin, because he's got decent submissions, better than Hooker's. His boxing's amazing. He finishes people and he gets decisions. Hooker, he usually gets decisions and, you know, knocks out people sometimes. He's good. I don't know, I just feel like Dustin will be able to find the range with his boxing. I was thinking originally Hooker would be able to kick him loads and loads and loads, but I just feel like Dustin will be able to get in the pocket with the boxing, you know. So those are my predictions for the main event of that fight night, or UFC on ESPN or whatever it is. So yeah, so I think Dustin Poirier will get a 5th round KO over Dan Hooker. Anyway, let's look at the other fights then. We have got Brendan Allen versus Kyle Dorcas, 9-0. So I know I just said Dorcas. I don't really know much about this bloke. Well, the other bloke. I know a little bit about Brendan Allen. I know he beat Tom Breeze. Sadly he beat him. You know, Breeze is one of my favourite fighters. But at the end of the day, Brendan Allen just outclassed him. So I'm going to go with Brendan Allen. If you beat someone who's as much of a beast as Tom Breeze, who's got such an amazing boxing game and such a good grappling game, you're probably going to beat, you know, this Kyle bloke. You know, I'm not knocking him. I'm sure Kyle's a half decent fighter. He's racked up 9 wins, but at the end of the day, I think Brendan Allen's getting this done. First round TKO. John Vellante is fighting Maurice Green. I know Maurice Green, he hasn't had many fights. I'm pretty sure he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He's fought Olenek, and he got tapped out by Olenek. I know that John Vellante, and obviously, he got knocked out by Sergey Pavlovich as well. But he has won a few as well. Knocked out Junior Albini, and had a decision over Jeff Hughes. So, you know, again, John Vellante, you know, he's quite experienced. He's been around the block, but I don't know. I just a lot of heavyweights, when they go up to heavyweight, you know, they do alright. But recently, Ian Latifi went up, and then he had that fight with Derek Lewis, and you know, I thought he won, even though he didn't land much damage on the ground. I thought he won, but they gave it to Derek Lewis, so whatever. And then obviously OSP fought, what's his name? Ben Rothwell, and Ben Rothwell just seemed to just use his weight and just lean on him loads and loads. I'm pretty sure that John Vellante has fought at heavyweight before. Honestly, can't really remember. I think he did ages ago. I don't know. Honestly, can't remember if he fought at heavyweight or not. I just feel kind of bad. I'm pretty sure he did. But he's coming back to heavyweight, and even though heavyweight isn't the most competitive division, it's a hard division to compete in because everyone's so powerful, if that makes sense. And I sort of feel bad for John Vellante, because it's like he's had loads and loads of close split decisions, you know. So yeah, hopefully he can get this one. Hopefully he can get this win, you know, and get it under his belt. Again, sorry, I don't know much about these other fighters. I can't go into as much detail, but I do want to, you know, like say stuff about them. So yeah, who else is fighting? Let me think. I just had the list up a second ago. Sorry about this. Hold on. Alright, next fight. Sorry about that. Next fight, Aspen Ladd versus Sarah McMahon. I think Aspen Ladd will get this one done, to be honest. Sarah McMahon's quite old, seems a bit past it, you know. Aspen Ladd, even though she got hurt, you know, quite, not brutally finished, but, you know, there was questioning whether the stoppage was, you know, good from Jermaine Durandamy, but I felt like it was a legit stoppage. Just knocked her out, it seemed, you know, really quick, and it wouldn't have changed what happened, you know, and it saved her from getting more damage. But she's a young, hungry person. I think she can beat Sarah McMahon, you know. I think she can get this one done. Sorry, I think Aspen Ladd will get a unanimous decision victory. So those are my predictions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.